And we should be streaming now. We are.
Ooh, Kevin Sorbo joins Supergirl as a new villain.
I saw that.
That's another show I need to watch. Supergirl, I need to catch up on the last few episodes. I'm just not excited to watch Supergirl as I am the other shows.
I get you. I understand that.
I mean, it has gotten better. Don't get me wrong. Since it's been on CW, but Death Stranding will feature humor. It's not a horror game.
Well,
So that little fetus Norman Reedus was, with, is he gonna crack jokes or?
nah, it's gonna be the baby that cracks the jokes. It's gonna be the fetus cracking the jokes.
That's why I said the fetus.
Oh, I thought you said Norman Reedus.
No, the fetus that Norman Reedus was with in that reveal or whatever. That Black Lightning pilot ordered by CW. Just give us Static Shock.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I don't even know who Black Lightning is.
Um.
I mean, I'm looking at a picture of him, and I I don't know who he is.
I think I do. Only because I think I've seen him. Yeah. It must have been like a robot chicken sketch or something like that. Yeah, I've definitely seen him somewhere in something that was a comedy thing. What was I gonna? Oh,
Oh yeah, and that Justice League action that's out, I think. I hear that's not that bad.
yeah, that came out a couple weeks ago.
And here's the start of the articles I was looking at yesterday. Sharknado 5. Okay.
Alrighty, you ready to start the show?
I'm ready.
Alright, hitting the button in three, two, one.
Welcome to episode 281 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, the tech and gaming podcast from the geeksforthewin.com, where we cover all things geeky. I'm your host, William McDonald, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror. And that's about what I would have sounded like yesterday if we would record it.
Yeah,
Because
we're continuing to have technical difficulties.
my mic has decided it doesn't want to, be loud anymore. So I'm having to use two, not one, but two audio boosting programs to boost my mic to an acceptable level. I'm still not as loud as I would like to be, but it's acceptable.
Yeah, so that's us. We just can't ever have things go smoothly.
No, not at all. And I have no idea why this issue is happening. Like it, if I go to like properties under my mic, in Windows, the level of my volume, it's stuck at 0. I cannot move it. It is stuck at 0. And I tried all sorts of things, and nothing seemed to really work. I thought I had fixed it by the time I went to bed, but about an hour before the show, I decided I'm gonna make sure it's fixed. Nah, it's not fixed.
Yeah, mine keeps on muting itself in the properties, like, and I have to keep going in there and unmuting.
Well,
It's weird.
at least that's an easy fix.
Yeah.
Mine, I have no idea why. So, but in this process of me trying to fix my microphone, I did a system restore. Now, this was the first time I've done a system restore on Windows 10. And let me tell you, I got kind of scared of the wording. Because it talks about reinstalling Windows and stuff like that. I'm like, no, I've got a system image on an external hard drive. Use that. Just go back to that. It's only a couple weeks old. Just go back. And like before on like Windows 7 and XP and all that before, when you did a system restore, you select system restore and then click the date you want to go back to. Well, this on Windows 10, it restarts your computer first. Then it'll ask you. So I'm like, oh crap, because of the wording of, reinstalling Windows, I got fucking scared when I clicked the button and it just went, pew. Fuck, what'd I do?
Yeah, I can. Man, it's always scary when you gotta restore something or, reset something or. Ugh. But I don't know. Hopefully, between now and next time we record, maybe you can figure out how to fix it.
Or at least I'm stuck like this. I don't.
And it's one of those things where if you try to Google it, it's like, how do I Google this without getting the most generic search results?
Well, I was getting other people having this problem, but it's for like, like the HyperX Cloud headset. Not Blue Snowball. Generic. No drivers needed microphone. And like when if I like go under drivers from under my mic and stuff like that, it's like C Media. Go to the website. Oh, they're no longer supporting Windows 10. Well, fuck you, C Media. Why not? So it could be a driver issue. I don't know. But because my driver doesn't support Windows 10 anymore, like they did, they even says the warning, no longer supporting Windows 10. Why?
It's weird.
A lot of people have Windows 10. That makes no sense.
Yeah. Anyways, what else have you been up to? Anything positive?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of my PlayStation 4. I've been playing Tales of Berseria. That came out last week. In fact, I even just looked right before we recorded. I've got 36 hours in this already.
Oh, wow.
I've basically been playing Tales of Berseria nonstop. I am loving it. This is technically my third Tales game, but I don't really count the first one because I didn't really do much. I maybe 5 hours into that one. and that was Tales of Symphonia on the PlayStation 3. And then last year I picked up Tales of Zestria, and actually beat that game. And I really liked it. Apparently that's an unpopular opinion. Apparently Tales of Zestria is like one of the worst Tales games, according to Reddit. It's one of the worst Tales games. And Tales of Berseria is actually a prequel to Zestria, which is not something you usually get with the main mothership titles, as they call them, to have them connect at all. But I thought it was kind of neat, since like, oh hey, I absolutely recognize this place. Hey, that person was a party member in Zestria. Awesome. I know you. Yeah, the combat is fantastic. I find myself more in combat than I do in the overworld. But the thing is, combat for me only lasts about 10 to 15 seconds. So I'm just in constantly just new battle, new battle, new battle. Uh, but yeah, I'm absolutely loving this game.
I mean, 36 hours already. That's a little. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
and it came out last Tuesday, so. And I haven't even. There was even. And I didn't even play on Saturday or Monday at all. So.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of been about it. Oh, I did do one other thing. I just decided for the hell of it to turn Cortana back on the Xbox. Just see if it's improved any. It's been about 6 months.
And how long before you turned it back off?
About a day.
Okay, that's good to know. I
What
don't
what
have to.
was what was funny though was I'd be sitting on the couch and like, hey Cortana, and like hey Cortana, launch Netflix. It's like, and I hear Cortana launching Netflix. I'm looking at the TV. What the hell? Nothing's happening. Look over my computer. Cortana on the on Windows 10 launch Netflix.
That's hilarious.
I was like,
Wow.
well, okay, this mic heard me. That one didn't.
That is pretty funny.
So yeah, Cortana fucking sucks. Yeah, you heard me, Cortana. Cortana just came up. Blocking sucks.
Yeah, I turned it off because I mean it was such a hassle using Cortana, you
Well,
know.
Cortana doesn't work in apps. She doesn't. Like Netflix, she doesn't work in there. She can pause and start. That's all she can do. And it took me forever to figure that out. I'm like, Cortana, select. Play. Troll Hunters. No, it's right there. I can see it. God damn it, pick up the controller. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the regular Xbox commands, Connect commands, are just so much better.
They work. Also, I watched a video that came out like right after Cortana came out on the Xbox, like comparing the speed of Cortana commands and the Xbox commands. Xbox won every single test the guy did, just because Cortana is internet based and has to go to the internet, then come back.
Yeah.
I mean, Microsoft, you are losing in the speed of your console. Because I mean, I start up the Xbox, it comes up. There's a game that's been that was running when I stopped. I gotta click on it to start the game again. The PlayStation, I found this out with Tales of Berseria. If I had a game open while I shut the Xbox or while the PlayStation down, when I start the PlayStation back up again, it launches the game automatically. And it has yet to fail to start the game back up again, like I have done on the Xbox over and over again, where I'll start and I'll get this weird audio, shut it down, quit, launch app again. The PlayStation wins in that regard. It really does.
Okay. So is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I haven't really been playing too much. I have been playing The Division though. I've been getting back into that. It is really easy it takes no time at all to get someone, you know, the high enough gear. Cause
See, you guys keep telling me that stuff, and then when I run with you guys to try to level me up, it takes for fucking ever.
well, I played with three others, and one of them did not was not even level 30.
I'm not level 30.
Okay, they were, I can't remember what level they were, but we did, we kept doing you know, hard missions and stuff like that to get him leveled up, and then as soon as, as soon as that happened, we ended up doing what was it? Cuz and then you get gear score. You start getting gear that has score once you hit 30, and the higher the gear score, the way it is now is once you get to a certain gear score, you can switch world tiers. So there'll be like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and there's a base set of gear for, like, if you kill a main boss enemy, he'll drop, he'll drop like a gold item, and for the world tier, that gold item will be no lower than a certain amount, a certain level for that
Okay.
world tier. So we just ended up playing through stuff, getting gear, dropping it because you can share it if you're with your if you're with your party,
Right.
and you can share it within a certain amount of time. I want to say it's 2 hours, but we just dropped stuff we had because it wasn't anything good for us. And then, it's like, oh, 20, 30 minutes later, okay, let's bump it up to the next tier, and then we just did that, and we got him to, max gear score level in like less than 2 days or less than 2 nights of playing. And he's able to do, the hard stuff and stuff like that now. So I was kind of shocked how quickly it went. I think the issue with you, Stuart, is you don't have, well, you before there wasn't this tier system, and two, you weren't having people just drop whatever they got for you.
Oh no, I was. See, I've played with Nox, Blue, and Scar a couple times to try to get me up, and I did start at level 19 when we started doing this, and we stopped around 22, and that was like one game night.
Yeah, but like I said, it wasn't even two full nights of playing it. It's like maybe an hour and a half per night of playing. It wasn't a like long play sessions. It was surprising how quick and easy it is to get someone leveled up fast, fast and quick to be able to play some of the new stuff. Um, I have the first DLC, which is the underground stuff. I do not have the survival.
Okay, that's actually one that interests me. Like that kind of sounds cool because of the popularity with all these survival games like Ark and Rust and them like that stuff like that. Like this seems like that just put into the division, and I'm really curious on what that's really like.
Yeah, I'm debating whether to pick it up or not. I just don't know if there's people to play it or not.
I
Like,
know Scar really wants to play it because he's talked about it multiple times.
I mean, I've asked like our group, I don't have it yet. Should I pick it up? And there are people like, oh, you don't really need to pick it up. And I'm like, I know I don't. Okay, but that does really
That's
answer.
that's
Should
that's
I?
funny because Ace is saying that he needs to hit the survival mode in chat.
I think I'm gonna pick it up tonight. I like the underground stuff. I really do because you can it's procedurally generated, areas, and there's different, you know, it's slightly different, so it's not the same old thing. I mean, you'll see the same old environments, but you just
Mm-hmm.
see them pieced differently. And it they're pretty easy. And when you level up in your actual underground level, you can unlock modifiers and stuff like that that makes it harder. Like one is if you one's you get no mini map. Another
Okay.
one is if you use one of your skills, like say you use your pulse and you have pulse on one bumper, and then say you have a healing bag on the other bumper. If you use one, it automatically makes the other cooldown happen.
Okay.
So, you can't, so you pretty much can only use one at a time.
Gotcha.
There's other ones that are, a lot, and they get a lot harder and a lot more difficult. And I'm kind of like, I'm kind of thinking some of these don't seem that fun. Like there's another one where if you reload, you lose so okay, you shoot one bullet and then you reload. It's like you just threw away all the bullets in that clip and just put a new clip in. So you've got to you can't just if you're used to the play style of
It's
always
a
reloading.
realistic reload.
Yeah, which that affects me quite a bit because I'm in the play style of I'm always reloading. I'm
Right.
always making
Shoot.
sure.
Stop. Reload.
Yeah, I'm always making sure I have a full clip because I hate getting to where you're like a couple bullets away from killing this enemy, but now you have to reload.
Right.
That's one of the most frustrating things in a
Absolutely.
shooter. It really is. But yeah, I mean it's really fun. And I think the final DLC is The Last Stand. I really don't know too much about that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up the survival mode or survival DLC because I have some Xbox credit. I, I have it. I've been holding back. I just haven't known what to use it for, and you know I was asking, like I said, I was asking our group like maybe a month and a half ago, early December ish, early to mid December. I was like, should I pick this up? and Knox and a bunch of other people were like, "Oh, you don't have to pick it up," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm not going to, only because it sounds like y'all aren't playing that."
Yeah.
And that's the thing that frustrates me the most is I spend money on something that everyone's playing and then they just decide to stop playing it.
Yep.
I picked up Diablo 3 and I'm playing it and then no one's wanting to play with me. So I jumped into last week's game night. They were playing Diablo and stuff like that, and they were I don't know Ace and a bunch of other people, Ace and Harold and some other people were like cheesing it. They were just like jumping into Def Primes like what was it? I don't know, torment level whatever game, and they were like instantly getting like leveling 5 times every every minute or so. Like they were, it was crazy hearing them talk about it. Oh my god, I'm already level 42 and I just popped in here and I was 20 beforehand, and I'm like, that's kind of cheating in a way.
It's in the game, so it's how it's meant to be played.
I guess, yeah. I thought about jumping in there, but I was like, I don't know. I want to run through the story. I want to run through the actual story and, you know, I don't know, not have it be like a cakewalk. I don't want to be like level 70, when I'm only just in Act 2 of the game. But yeah, I guess yeah, I have played some more of Diablo 3 though. That's pretty fun too. I'm liking it. And man, Blizzard and their cinematics are just every time a cinematic comes up in Diablo, like, cutscene, whatever, I'm just blown away.
Blizzard does the best cinematics ever. Any
I mean, just make a
anyone.
movie just make a movie out of the cinematics. Don't do the live action. Don't do what they did. Just use your cinematics and
There
make a.
is there is a rumor that they are Overwatch.
Oh my god,
That's all I gotta say. Overwatch,
that's
and
that
and it's gonna
that
be in house. That's the rumor.
that would be amazing.
That would
And
be fantastic.
while Ace is here, I did see they're buffing. They're giving Bastion a buff. So
Because he needs it.
yeah, I don't know. Did they nerf him?
Probably.
And that's why they're giving him a buff. I don't know that. Overwatch, that's another game I want. I love playing so much that I want to get back on.
Didn't work. Why didn't it work?
That's for Ace.
Yeah. See, it's just a big old button that says press here.
That is hilarious. Uh, but yeah, mostly been playing the Division. Like I said, Stuart, it's easy to level up in there if you've got people who are, if you have 3 other people playing with you and that's the mission is to get you leveled up, not to just have you come along and you'll level up eventually, but to do stuff specifically to get you leveled up quick, it was really really fast. So I'm probably going to be playing until something major comes out. I think Division and Diablo are going to be the games I'm going to keep playing through.
Mm-hmm.
Just they're just easy games to go to, and you know, even if I don't have a whole lot of time, I have like an hour to play something, or even with Diablo, if I just have like 20-30 minutes, I can pop in and progress a little I can go through maybe a dungeon or so. which
Yeah.
that seems to be the big thing for me is I don't have a lot of time. You know, I'm having to I'm having to just deal with this or deal with that. If it's not car breaking down, if it's not tire busting during an ice storm, if it's not
Yeah.
plumbing issues, if it's not but um yeah, I guess we can get on to news, which you have almost all the news.
Yep. I got quite a bit. I got a good chunk of news. Let's see here. Let's start off with games with gold. It's a new month, so there's new games for free on Xbox. Where is it? There it is. The free games this month are Lovers: A Danger in Space Time. I've never heard of that.
That's not the Tim Schafer game, is it?
I don't know.
The one that was kickstarted or whatever, and it was in two parts.
No, that was I have one of those. Um. Oh, it's gonna bug me now. Where the hell is it? Um.
Okay, yeah, this isn't it. This is totally different. Very colorful, bright.
I
Not
don't know. I thought I had the game. Guess I
not
don't.
too not too pixelated, but kind of
Broken Age.
Broken Age. There we go.
I
Okay.
do have it.
Couch co-op. Great.
Yay!
Because
And wait, because it's what we need in a world where friends may be in different states. Couch co-op. Let's make
I
let's make Power Rangers couch co-op. Yeah.
well, technically blues in my state, but besides that, all my other gaming friends are in different states.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, just like that Power Rangers game. It's
That's
like,
actually what
come
I just
on,
brought up. Yeah. But I've
co-op.
heard that game's not very good anyway. So,
Yeah.
um, the other free game this month is Project Cars, which didn't I hear like really bad things about that game?
I don't know. I think maybe I don't know. There's been a lot of weird racing games that have been coming out. I can't remember if that was a game our group was excited about, or I don't know. There seems like our
They
group of
they tend to
gamer
love
friends.
Forza.
Yeah,
That's
there was another racing game they were real excited about. Maybe it was one. It was the yeah, I think it was an EA game that they got through the EA Access. But yeah, I don't know. Project Cars. I know they promised a lot.
yeah, and they didn't deliver. Like that's kind of the yeah that's. But the Xbox 360 games that are free are Monkey Island 2 Special Edition and Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, which is a fantastic game.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited to play through that again since it's backwards compatible. Because I really enjoyed the both of them. I know
Yep,
some people had negative, some people didn't like the second one as much, but I liked both of them.
I did too. I really liked them both.
And that's the
I
one
have them. I have
that's
them both on Steam.
that's the one that's the one Star Wars what is it, extended, or the one Star Wars thing that I kind of got upset about when they said the prequels and the the main movies and one other thing are the only things canon. They got rid of almost everything. I was kind of upset about The Force Unleashed because it's a really interesting storyline.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I even got the book. I even bought the book and read the book.
There was a Force Unleashed book.
There was a Force Unleashed book.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it was the story, but fleshed out a little bit more. So yeah, I'm excited about that. That's pretty much the only thing this month that I'm excited about. Never got into the Monkey Island games.
No, neither did I. I mean, the first one was actually free a couple months ago, so now we get the sequel free. So hooray for that. Moving on to some news. Some more news. Xbox One, their next update is it's rolling out to their preview members.
Yeah, I got a message like earlier this week that was like, you've been selected to be part of the whatever. The let's see, where's that message at? Hey, Xbox One Insider, your console has been selected to join the Xbox One Update Preview Beta Ring. You can select a different console or opt out via the Xbox Insider Hub. If desired, please opt out by Friday 2/2 to remain on the current build. Wait, Friday is not 2/2. Friday is 2/3. They made a typo.
Yeah, Friday's today.
Yeah, it's the third, not the
2-3,
second.
yeah.
That's kind of funny. But yeah, I got that 3 days ago. So my console probably will either, I don't know, does it do the updates offline or
Yes, it does.
in the sleep mode? Yeah, okay, it's probably updated by now then.
It. I don't know. I know mine has in the past.
Yeah, I
But
think it's supposed to, but I don't know if it does all the time.
yeah, I don't know if it does all the time though. But this update, I'm not going to go through all the features because I don't know all the features, and I don't really care too much except for this one right here. Microsoft is getting rid of the Snap feature.
That sucks.
It does. Actually,
Because
they say replace, Microsoft is replacing the Xbox One Snap feature, but they don't say what it's replacing with.
yeah, they
They
say
say
to. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it's to reduce memory use, to improve overall speed, and free up resources going forward, which is something
Yep.
they have a problem with. They have a problem with speed, as I was complaining earlier. But yeah, the word replace means something new is going there. But they
Yeah,
don't say
I mean,
what.
that's the only reason why I bought threes on Xbox was so I could play it snapped while I'm watching something else. I mean, I could do it on my phone, but I'm staring at the screen anyways, so that was always a cool thing that I wish they would have added more little games, you know. As far as I'm aware, that's like one of the only games you can snap and play.
I believe so. Um, it's like the snap feature, how I wanted to use it didn't work that well. Like I wanted to use it to watch YouTube and play games. YouTube support didn't work very well.
You had to go into YouTube, you had to play, you had to select whatever you wanted to play, you had to like pause it, back out, go to the game you wanted, snap YouTube, and then you could play.
And then hope
And
the
then it was a
screen
little.
and then hope the screen shrunk down to the correct size, because sometimes it didn't. It stayed at the wrong size but snapped. So it was like, so you only saw like a small sliver of the YouTube video.
Oh yeah, you hoped it shrank down
You
proportional.
hope it shrunk down to the size it was supposed to be.
Yeah, which even that size was really tiny and small to
Right.
begin with. I want I want a picture in picture type option.
Yes.
That's what I would want. Which they don't have on a lot of on most TVs nowadays anymore. That
No,
used
that's
to be like that used to be a big thing.
right. Yeah. I remember I used to play with like, what's Pip?
Yeah, I remember messing with it on our giant 27-inch TV we had in our living room growing up. That thing was enormous. But yeah, and I've got a smart TV right I'm looking at right now, and doesn't have picture in picture. We got a 60-inch 3D smart TV in our living room. Doesn't have picture in picture. I wonder if it's harder to do with high def.
Maybe it is.
I don't know. But
Um,
yeah.
but part of this update, because they tend to update Windows 10 and Xbox at the same time. Um, Part of the Windows 10 update is this is the creators update. So this is when they're going to add the beta support for Beam, which we're currently on right now. They also kind of updated the game mode. It says it's a new game mode, but that's been there. It's been there. Like you could always press the Windows G and something would pop up at the bottom. That's how you did the game DVR. It's like they're acting like this is a brand new thing, but it was already there. Or at least this article is. Um, but they're adding just like new settings to it to make it better. So that's cool. I probably won't end up using Beam the way that they intend us to use it. I'm going to continue the way I use it because I have more control than they will ever give me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is for the people who don't want to have to who want to be able to stream and stuff, but not have to go through all the,
Right,
they want the convenience factor.
right. Oh, I forgot to mention about with Tales of Berseria. None of that game you were able to stream through the PlayStation. It is all blocked
Really?
unless you're either playing on the PC or like me have an Elgato or
Okay.
just an external card.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to use like the stream feature on the PlayStation, it's blocked. Every bit of that game.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know why. Uh, see that's really all I had to say about the updates. Is there anything that you?
No. I mean, I'll probably check it out
I mean, I didn't
later
really
tonight.
look at the list of all the updates. So I don't even know what else is coming with this update.
Yeah, it says it should be available to the general Xbox One owners in April. So I'll try it out. I'll try it out eventually. Hopefully it doesn't doesn't break. Because I remember the last big update,
The
the
one with
last big,
Cortana.
yeah, that. Oh my, there were so many issues with that. There were so many issues. I even had to go back. I mean,
I remember. Yeah.
so
Um,
real quick, the club feature, that thing is just it's useless.
I forget it exists.
I notice it when I'm like, okay, I'll join this club, and then all the social, all the what's it called, the social feed whatever of Xbox is just people in the club, that in one particular club, that's just like, hey, look at this, hey, check out this, hey, I'm looking for people to play this, but you must know what to do, and you must blah, and it's like, okay, if I wanted to see the horrible side of the internet, you know, LFG type group, I would seek out those sites. I don't want it delivered to me,
Right.
because it's just like with Destiny, like, the early days of Destiny, when you were trying to find people to do stuff on certain LFG sites, they were like, must have Gallowhorn, must have emblem to prove you know what to do, must have this, must, and it's like, if you're trying to do something multiplayer or, PvP, it's like they're like, oh, well, you must have a KD ratio of this, and we check, so,
So
because,
fuck you.
yeah, it's like, God, it's just vile and just,
Well,
just
hey, look at
disgusting.
it this way. You know who to avoid.
Yeah, but like I said, when you're part of something like that, because I joined, what was it, like, for Call of Duty Zombies, there's a group just in case I ever wanted to play, and maybe find people to play with. But every time I would look at every time I would open my or turn my Xbox on and see the little feed, of the social feed or whatever, I would just that would it would just be that, it would mostly be people posting on that, and it would not be like, you know, oh, Ace Black got this achievement in this game, or, someone did this, actually, I would never see people I actually knew in my social feed. So shortly after I started getting irritated, I left all the groups that I was in that did that. Anyways, I'm still in whatever the heck the group, the I don't know, our local group is, whatever the name is for that. They're always
I
changing the names of the what they call our chat or our groups, or
I approve this one more than I do the last one though.
I never got the last one.
It
It's
was
some
Ace
inside
being
joke.
dumb. Yeah, it was the the pliers because it sounds like players.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was Ace being dumb. I thought I'm gonna attribute that to Ace because that sounds like sounds like an Ace thing. So
It was before I joined the group, so
and
I
I joined
never.
well after you. So
Yeah.
anyway, sticking with updates. Uh, the next PlayStation 4 update is getting external hard drive support.
It's about time.
So hooray for that. I won't be needing it anytime soon because as little as I play, I've got this game and then one more game and just a handful of other things. I don't think I'm going to be filling the PlayStation up as quickly as I did the Xbox. Just also because I'm not a PlayStation Plus member, so I'm not getting free games.
Okay.
So
It doesn't seem like there's or at least it doesn't say there's a minimum. Because with Xbox, there's a minimum.
there might not be.
Up to 8 TB, which that's crazy.
Yeah, that's. There was also a sale today for 2 terabyte hard drives on Amazon.
Oh, really?
They were like $100 bucks.
That seems a little expensive.
Maybe it was 4 terabytes. Might have been 4.
Because I think 2 TB are normally $70. Was it a gold or today's deal thing?
It was a gold thing.
Oh, as we're both looking for it.
Yeah, it might have been a 4. I might be. Yeah, it was a 4.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now.
I was about to say 2 TB. That's not a real savings. Um. So yeah. says you can watch 3D Blu-rays on PlayStation VR. That's kind of cool.
Now, in PlayStation VR, if you turn your head around to the side, does the image actually still come out of the screen? Because when you watch stuff in PlayStation VR, you're in a virtual screen, like kind of like it is with the Oculus. You're in a virtual theater kind of a thing.
Yeah. I don't know, but man, I kind of want to get a PlayStation 4, but I'm because one, I'm like one of the only people I know who doesn't have one now. But I don't know, just too much stuff taking up my time and money and everything, and there's not a lot of games that interest me. But occasionally there will be certain games, like oh, the Sword Art Online game, that's only on PlayStation.
Yep, there's actually three of them on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, which I saw one of them's $5 on Amazon right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'll send you the link. Yeah, Hollow Fragment digital code, $5. Yeah, okay, but yeah, I don't know. I eventually want to get, you know, a PlayStation 4, but I don't know, maybe next Black Friday.
Good time to get them. Trust me.
Maybe VR will not be as successful, and there'll be a super crazy bundle.
You don't want a PlayStation VR.
It was not. Uh, it, it was all right when I tried it.
From what I've heard, where you tried it, it worked fine. But when people took it home, it stopped working fine.
Yeah, but you could significantly tell the difference in quality over the other, the Oculus and the Vive
Mm-hmm.
over the PlayStation VR. It was significant
Higher or
because
lower?
a lot lower for the
Okay.
PlayStation VR.
Okay,
Because
because it is the cheaper one.
yeah, well, the PlayStation VR, it's 1080 split in two, so it's like a 1080 display but cut in half.
Ah,
Not
gotcha.
not 1080 each eye,
Each eye.
or even higher for I think the Oculus is slightly higher.
I want to say it's 2K.
Yeah, it's somewhere like that. But yeah, so the resolution's a lot lower, and you can tell. I mean, you can tell because it's right in your face.
So you can see every pixel.
Like I may not be able to tell on my 42-inch TV, if something's 720 or 900, or 1080. I can't really tell the difference that well, but something that's right in your eyes, and if it's that big of a difference,
This is higher than that.
yeah.
I mean, and I can see like the screen door effect as they call it on this when I use the Gear VR.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm mad about. That was Google came out with their own VR, the Daydream VR,
Yeah.
and everyone said, "Oh, it's gonna work for the Nexus phones," and it doesn't.
Nope, because that's not their flagship phone anymore.
Yeah, it's for the Pixel phones, which I'm really mad because it's like my Nexus 6P is not even that old. It's not
Oh,
even 2 years old.
speaking of Pixel, I heard a rumor, or it might not be a rumor actually, that Google is getting rid of the Google Now stuff.
They're getting rid of the Now launcher.
Yes, yes, on
So
on on,
for
on all Android phones.
yeah, so like I mean the so like for non-Nexus phones and stuff like that, like your phone, you can get the Google Now launcher
Right.
so
Yes.
that you can do, so that anywhere you want, you can just say okay Google and it pops up, and
Yeah, it's the thing that tells me from time to time, oh, it's going to take this long to get home from work.
Yeah,
Thanks, I didn't ask that, but thanks for telling me.
yeah. But I use that feature all the time. Oh, or the Google Now. I use it all the time. If I'm looking at something online, or if I'm, you know, if I'm just on my phone, or if I'm need something, set a timer. If I'm cooking, set a timer for this, do that.
I use it to set to have reminders all the time. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
set.
my grandpa uses it all the time because he'll fat finger the keyboard too much, so he just uses the voice commands,
Yeah,
to search.
it's so much. It's so easy to do the voice stuff, to set up calendar dates and stuff like that, to get organized. I mean, it's so much easier. You know, what is it? Set reminder, doctor's appointment at, on February 18th at 2 p.m. Stuff like that. It just
Mm-hmm.
automatically does it. Nice, easy, quick. So yeah, they're gonna remove the it from the store to where any Android phone can use it. I think that's it.
I thought it was they're getting rid of it because they're gonna use something that for their new Pixel phone,
Yeah,
like,
I
and they're
that,
gonna
that
use that
yeah,
for going forward.
it's pretty much the same type of thing, but slightly different. It's called Google Assistant now.
Okay, there's no name.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
we got so far we've got Alexa, um, Cortana.
Siri.
I wasn't talking about you,
Yeah, Siri.
Siri. I was like, I couldn't think of Siri's name.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind saying, "Okay, Google, do this, do that."
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make me feel as crazy, talking to a virtual computer lady.
You don't have any problem with. Okay, yeah.
I still need to see that movie, Her. I've never seen that.
I haven't seen it either.
Anyways,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
that was a huge tangent. I looked
Updates
at I
on the
looked at the show
PlayStation.
notes.
Yeah. One more thing about the PlayStation update. You can now have, um, you can now change your background to be like a screenshot you took from a game
Oh, that's cool.
instead of having to buy a background. That's
There's
so dumb.
Yeah, there's rumors that you're gonna be able to do custom gamer tags on Xbox soon.
Custom gamer tags, aren't they already?
Or gamer pick, custom gamer picks.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
yeah, I don't know how well that's gonna go.
Penis.
I guess so, but I mean, you could easily do the same.
Boobs.
You could easily do the same thing on something like Twitter and stuff like that, but you don't see a lot of that.
No, because they get caught.
Yeah, so hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
Okay.
Uh, this one I found was funny. Um, for Final Fantasy 15, they were gonna have a free DLC item of a power suit. Just each character has their own um, Magitech suit. But when they came out with them, they looked like that. You got to watch the video for the audio listeners to see them. Do they remind you of anything at all?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that right there.
It looks pretty spot on.
It looks very similar to the Power Rangers outfits. And apparently somebody at Saban got in contact with the people at Square Enix, and they agreed. So this DLC has been delayed because this was supposed to come out in like a week or two.
See, I don't mind that. I don't mind suits like that for, you know, something like Final Fantasy or whatnot.
No, I don't either.
I
But the
just don't
fact,
like it for Power Rangers.
well, yes, but I mean the fact that it looked. I mean, I picked the new ones um, because I mean even the lighting in this image is very similar.
Yeah.
So I mean that's kind of why I picked it, and why
And,
it's in the article too.
and the way the gray is on like the ab
The abs and
area.
stuff like
And,
yes, but I mean even if there wasn't a Power Rangers movie coming out, you would still look at this and say Power Rangers.
oh yeah, you definitely would. And it'd be like it'd be fun and cool. I love when, there you can make, I love when games where there's suits and you can make them crazy colors to, replicate Power Rangers and whatnot. But I mean, I don't know. I had no problem with it for Final Fantasy, but like I said, I just that movie just is not. It's not gonna be good.
Oh, but yet we're gonna go see it.
We are, but oh, just burning money. I know.
Yep. But yeah, they're changing probably the colors of them now because they looked at it and said, "Yeah, that kind of does look like Power Rangers, huh? Yeah, we'll change it."
I mean, but also it's
Actually,
it's
to me,
primary. I mean, it's standard colors.
they are primary colors there. To me, it looked like the the guy from Crisis had a baby with the Power Rangers, and this is what came out.
Yeah, I mean, and
Because
that's what I've
I
said
I
before.
think
Those
it
Power
looks
Ranger suits look
this
like Crisis.
I think this one even looks more like the Crisis armor
Yeah.
than the Power Rangers. So I mean, this met in the middle. So let's see, what else do I have? Oh, when the Switch came out, or when the Switch had its an announcement, and we got a look at the lineup of the Switch. A lot of people kind of complained like there's just not a whole lot there, other than Zelda.
It's 100 games being developed for it.
Well, here's a quote from Tatsumi Mikishima. Kimishima? Sure, close enough. He said, "Some of those people who have seen this lineup and expressed the opinion that the launch lineup is weak. Our thinking is, in arranging the 2017 software lineup, is that it's important to continue to provide titles regularly without long gaps. This encourages consumers to continue activity, playing the system, maintains buzz, and spurs continued sales and momentum for the Switch." Do you know what that says to me?
They're staggering their games they have ready for it.
No, it says to me, yeah, it's weak, but we got more stuff coming. Just look, it's coming. I swear, it's gonna be good later.
Nintendo has never had strong launch lineups.
No, and actually, this article compares it to the Wii U.
Like, I remember getting the first DS, and there's just not that many games on it. There's just like, it's like, oh, you have, which one out of 5 or 6 games am I gonna get besides, like crappy third party stuff that no one cares about, but it's like, okay, they got Mario 64 on there, they've got, you know this other game, and I mean, I can't remember a Nintendo product having a huge launch lineup.
Okay, I'm looking at the launch lineups of okay, here's the SNES, 10-yard fight, baseball, Clue Land. I've never heard of that one. Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Duck Hunt, Excite Bike, Golf, Gyromite, Hogan's Alley, Ice Climbers, Kung Fu, Mock Rider, Pinball, Stack Up, Super Mario Brothers, Tennis, Wild Gunman, Wrecking Crew. That's a good chunk of games.
And that
Compared to the 5 we're getting on the Switch.
and it's different times too, because back then gaming wasn't as accepted as it is now. Gaming was just, a thing to do every now and then,
That
for little kids
right.
mostly. Now it's, okay, you game instead, some people watch TV, some people will go to the movies frequently, some people get like it's just a form of entertainment now. It's
I
accepted.
I will admit that was the US launch, which was a year and a half after the Japanese launch. Here's the Japanese launch lineup. Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., Popeye.
Wow.
Where's Mario? Mario wasn't even a launch title in Japan.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, back then, gaming was not as accepted to where people would spend a lot of time doing it.
For the Super Nintendo, the Japanese lineup was F-Zero and Super Mario World. And for the US, that was almost a year later. They added Gradius 3, Pilot Wings, and SimCity. SimCity on the SNES sucked, by the way. It was awful.
Okay, I got the DS. For North America, Feel the Magic XY/XX. I remember hearing about that game. Madden NFL 2005. Ping Pals. Ridge Racer DS. Spider-Man 2. Sprung. Metroid Prime Hunters. First Hunt. Super Mario 64 DS. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005. I think I had Super Mario 64 and that was it. I don't think I had because I think I got the Spider-Man 2 game on PlayStation, because why wouldn't you get it on an actual console? Why would you get it on a game like that on a handheld if
Right.
there's a console version? So, yeah, I remember getting the DS, and for the longest time, most of what I did was just, Super Mario 64, and I don't know, talking or communicating to friends with the little chat during school and stuff. They had that little chat where you could write things and
Yep, I
send
remember that.
them. Yeah,
Speaking,
that was back when text messaging, where it's like you only had so many text messages. It
right,
wasn't unlimited. You had like maybe a 200 a month.
right. Speaking of the 64, here's the US for the 64. Pilot Wing 64 and Super Mario 64. I think I remember that. I remember those were the only 2 games you could buy at launch.
Yeah, so this is not uncommon for Nintendo.
No, but I mean, in the games we listed though, there was more than one that was that people consider their favorite games even today. Of that generation. with the Nintendo 64, heck, people absolutely loved both those games. Still today. But I mean, with the Switch, there's only one standout title. So, see, what was my other Switch news? Oh, um, somebody has talked about what the pricing for their online service might be. Um, and the president kind of confirmed this, that it will be 2,000 to 3,000 yen a year, which roughly translates to $17 to $26 a year. That's not bad at all.
That's not bad, but what is it going to be comparable to Xbox Live slash PSN?
We will know by the time we would have to pay for this. We would know
Yeah,
what that service will be like by that time.
because it's going to be free for the first
And
whatever, right?
yeah, for the until the fall.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's not bad if it's going to be comparable, but if it's going to
I
be
mean,
if it's going to be lacking a lot of features.
but it's less than half though. I mean, you pay that only only if you want to play, you know, um, um,
But it's already come out. There's not going to be like party chat on the actual system,
right. Yeah, you
stuff
got to
like
use a
that.
fucking
So
phone. Yeah, I mean,
I
but
mean,
if you want
that's
to
one of
play
the
like
biggest features for Xbox.
Splatoon 2, you have to have this to play Splatoon 2 online. That's not bad. It sucks you have to pay for it, to play online. I mean, you do, and unless you play on PC, you got to pay to play online nowadays.
Yeah. But for the other consoles, you also get a slew of other great features though, and like party chat. I can't imagine not having party chat on a console. I just can't. It's just ingrained into the console experience.
Now you got to Skype on your phone.
Or party chat on Xbox, just not have it, you know.
Or, yeah, that too. Just party chat on another console to play on.
Like people used like we used to do on like the PS3 whenever we played PS3 back in the day. We'd be on our Xbox party while we're playing Killzone because that was just oh my god. I remember trying to play Killzone, like doing a game night trying to play Killzone. I think it was Killzone 2, and it was like Ace and a couple other people, and it was Ace and who was it? Knucklehead and a few other people, and just it was just god awful. It was bad. It really was. Because everyone would be wearing different shitty little Bluetooth earpieces and
Yeah.
oh, nightmare.
Luckily, I never experienced that.
Well, I only experienced it a couple times because I only played multiplayer on PlayStation like a couple times, honestly. I had a couple bad experiences and then I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm just gonna play single player stuff on here. And that's what I did. I played God of War 3, I played Heavy Rain. I played some of Heavy Rain. I think that's the right one. That's the one where they're yelling for Jason, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I played like half of that. And a bunch of other games, but yeah, it's just I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to see what all features they do have, but I guess that's not too bad.
Yeah. I
At least
mean,
they're not at least they're not trying to charge the same amount as the other consoles.
I mean, $26 a year. I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the concept of the Switch, but I don't know. There just doesn't seem to be enough there to get me wanting one.
No, because Pokemon Star hasn't been officially announced yet, which is the rumored third game in the current series that's all supposed to be on the Switch.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if you've heard. Apparently, with the success of Sun and Moon, and you know the all that, they're gonna extend the life of the 3DS quite a bit. That's been a rumor. So I don't know. That's it for you.
That is it for me.
Okay. Only thing I got. Um, turns out Marvel is going. They're not going to be developing, or Disney is not going to be developing their own games anymore. They're going to be licensing them, you know, which is good, I guess. But one game in particular is a Marvel Avengers game that is going to be it's going to be created by Eidos Montreal and Crystal Dynamics, the people behind Tomb Raider and Deus Ex.
Mm-hmm.
Which that sounds pretty awesome. In the show notes. There's a little teaser video of it.
To be honest, that teaser could be anything Marvel.
It could. It really could. But
it could be a movie, a TV show, a fucking motion comic. It could have been anything.
I mean, I think it's been such a huge issue with, there used to be every major movie, would have like, if it was a character like a comic character or something like that, there'd be a movie tie-in game.
Absolutely.
That used to be a staple. Now I mean, we've had all these Marvel movies, and I think the last Marvel movie that had a tie-in was the first Captain America movie. I think that had a game for 360, which I found out way after the fact that was a thing. I didn't know at the time there was one, but
there was definitely mobile tie-in games, but
oh yeah, that seems to be where it's at now, is the mobile tie-in games. Crappy little, Captain America or Thor mobile tie-in games, stuff like that. Iron Man 3 tie-in stuff like that, which is just like, I don't want to play something like that on my phone.
Yeah.
For my phone, I want to play something that's intuitive, mostly I just want to play like puzzle games and stuff like that, or stuff that's not going to be real intense graphics heavy, that's going to make my phone feel like it's
on fire
on fire, yeah, and drain the battery. I don't want that. But I'm excited about this, because I don't know much about the Deus Ex. Some people like the Deus Ex games, so that's good. But the Tomb Raider games, I know people love the Tomb Raider games. Those have been like some of the most critically acclaimed games in the last few years.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see, that we're finally going to get a good Marvel game, probably. What it's going to be, who knows? Like you said, that teaser was very vague.
Yes. I have no idea what this is about.
It pretty much was saying, like, we're always going to need heroes, so, there's always going to be things where we're always going to need heroes, so we need, like, they use the word reassemble, or It was, I think the end, it was like hashtag reassemble. Yeah, hashtag reassemble. But it got me excited. That teaser got me excited when you know that it's, a video game is going to be involved. Because it's just been mobile games with Marvel. Besides the MMO, the Marvel Heroes on,
Hmm.
you know, it's just been mobile games like, oh, Marvel Academy. Really? No, I don't want to play Marvel Academy. I don't want to, I don't want to play, you know, games on my mobile phone where you're a Marvel character and you're fighting against other Marvel characters. Like, what is it? Contest of Champions. I think that's a mobile game as well. Like, there's a bunch of Marvel mobile games,
Yeah.
and yeah, Stewart's playing the teaser. Yeah, it looks good. But like you said, it could be anything.
That could have been apps. Yeah. Just,
But who knows? Hopefully, we'll get a good Marvel game because I've been wanting a good Marvel game. I want a good Marvel co-op game. Even if, I mean, even hopefully it'll be co-op. Even if it's not, even if it's just a single player game,
you mean like oh, what was that?
Alliance.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like that. Those were good. And then they got ported, and then they became bad.
yeah. They not good ports from what I've heard. Which it's a shame because I never played those games back when they were, you know, on the 360 and they were relevant. And I found out about those games like after the fact when they jumped up to like, expensive, crazy, like 40 something dollars used
Like you,
or higher.
if you want to play a game about the Marvel Civil War, the real Marvel Civil War, not the one that was in the movie, the real one, Ultimate Alliance 2. It was great.
Yeah. But, the ports now, that's I think that's the only way you can get them. Even on PC, I think
That was
they
the only time they were
replaced.
on PC.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because
Then
I don't think they were on PC at first time around.
yeah. So I'm excited for that. I'm big into Marvel. I'm always wanting more Marvel this, Marvel that. We uh I talked to you about Agents of Shield, how I'm excited, loving the stuff with that because they're doing LMDs, which that's a pretty big that's a pretty big story arc in the Marvel universe. Like the comic wise, that's like their first big thing they're incorporating in that show. I think that's from the comics. Um, we got what Iron Fist coming next month.
Is next? Wow. Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's St. Patrick's Day or sometime around there.
Has there been a trailer for that one yet?
I think so. I think there has. I don't think it's. If there is, there hasn't been like it's been like a teaser thing.
Cause I remember thinking like, um, oh, whatever cover magazine it was where they had the defenders on the
Oh,
cover.
was it
I was
uh
like,
Entertainment Weekly?
might have been, yeah, sounds right. I thought I was like, that's kind of weird to have the defenders on the cover before there's anything even about Iron Fist. Okay, yeah, there is a trailer, a teaser trailer from New York Comic Con.
Okay. That was in October, I think.
Very good, October 8th.
Yeah. Yeah, so I more Marvel, especially in games, because besides that, the port of, Alliance, we haven't had a Marvel game, I don't think.
Yeah, other than Heroes. Well, I mean,
I mean, for this console generation, right?
that aren't Legos.
Yeah, that aren't Legos. Because those are just Lego games, like, but
Yeah.
with, I mean, it's Lego games with Marvel characters.
Yes.
No different than the Lego DC stuff, except for it's not Batman, it's, you know, Hulk.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's the only thing I had. You had all the major stuff. I guess that's it. Um, you got anything else, Stuart,
I got
before we
nothing else.
close it out? Okay. Be sure to check out our site, thegeeksftw.com, for all the links to our YouTube, our Facebook, our Twitter, our Twitch, our, yeah, everything's up there. We need to update. We need to update it because there's more links, I think, that we need to add to it.
Yeah, there are.
Be sure to follow us at the GeeksFTW. Stuart is at Casual Terror, and I'm at Geeky William. Um, if you follow us, we'll tweet out whenever we record the show live, so you can come pop in, watch us. You can, ask us questions while we're recording. We'll answer them.
Or
We'll
you can say
interact.
hi, like Richard just did.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, this has been episode 281, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Uh,
281.
and let's see.
Ever since that Power Rangers game came out, I don't know why, but I wanted to watch something, a good Power Rangers thing. It doesn't exist.
I don't know. I still
It doesn't
like
exist.
I still like the movies. The original movie.
Yeah, the original movie, it doesn't quite hold up. I've
Well,
seen it. I've seen it like, within the last year.
of course, it doesn't hold up, but
It
I
doesn't hold
still
up.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. Was it the first one where they went ninja or?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And then the next movie was Turbo.
I always thought it was weird how the canon was different because
Yes.
in the show they went ninja a different way.
Yes. They also went Turbo a different way too.
I don't know if I ever saw the Turbo movie.
Jason and Kimberly were in it, and they were like
They were enemies, right?
they were
They were
bad guys.
evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing
because
about
they
that.
were brainwashed.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever saw that or not. Hmm. Exit. Trying to think. Did they mention what the game night tonight's gonna be?
I don't know.
Let me ask.
When you were talking about Diablo, Ace said he was in.
Ace said he'll play. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did see that.
I probably won't join because I'll probably be playing more Tales of Berseria.
Alrighty. Uh, well, I gotta go. I gotta run to my bank real quick before they close.
Okay.
So I will talk to you later.
Alrighty, see ya. And see ya to the person in chat, because I'm gonna get some food. So, bye.